Here we go. Got Eastley coming in with the unique team with Marko. Then get to Yoda, and then got Piercing over here with the pretty not common team. It's Zabuza, Shino, and Utaka is usually the good meta for that. He made some changes to it coming in here. So now Eastley wants to really just get all his friendly skills to boost up Yako's attack. The problem with that is Zabuza is probably going to put up his mist and make everything cost more and really stop that synergy from getting going.
Hey, so it's Eastley here. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened. And since he got an early kill on Yoda, which you're about to see, I was pretty much screwed the whole game.
Yep, there it goes. Missed up. Got the Anko's AoE Affliction going too.
I also made a couple of mistakes in terms of not focusing somebody and just using my attacks on everybody randomly.
Trying to boost up Yako's attack with the two friendlies, but not being able to save it up. He's probably going to get outpaced here, especially if he can hit a big attack here. Yep, there it goes. One down. He's trying to...
Him getting such a quick kill on Yoda really set me back. I didn't expect it, and it just put my whole game behind too.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's got much here. Trying to heal back up, but he's probably just not going to have the... Not going to be able to boost the Iko up enough before he just gets trampled. Yep, and then you got Gara too, lowering... spend all that time to get the boost up just to get lowered right back down, and all those boosts pretty much be nothing now.
I think another thing that made this team not as great as it usually is because I replaced Karui with Mangetsu, which I don't usually do, and I just wanted to try it out in terms of, not having to spend a green or a specific chakra to boost Yahiko's damage, but I think it worked against me because with Karui you can spam it every turn, the boost, but with Mangetsu you can't.
And this is just going to be not able to match the offensive output.
Yeah, the game was pretty much decided from the point Yodo died, but as soon as Gara reduced Yahiko's damage, it was more than done. It was just overkill.
Yep, stunned, and now it's... Getsu's not going to be able to do this by himself. It's going to be over here soon. And I got a text message coming in. Because if he wasn't texting all the hoes and was focused, he probably would have got a win there. Now I'm just fucking around. But yep, it probably hit surrender button, yep. And that's game one. Here we go, game two. Piercing's up. 1-0. Best of 5 series. Got Eastley with the unique team. Got Piercing with the classic Kisame Zaku Shikamaru S meta. And this is a mistake. He should not be going for the counter. Because most likely, yep, Shikamaru S got his analysis up. He really should have just ripped the Kieran for the 50 and Hayate's counter as well. Because I don't know if he was thinking that the counter analysis would be on Hayate, but now he's got big damage done to Sasuke S, and I just don't think he's going to be able to crawl out of this hole that he's now in, especially with all the blues that he has. So here goes Sasuke S, probably going to be dead this turn. And I don't think Hayate and Gara are going to have the offensive ability to keep up with this team.
Yeah, so me using the counter on Sasuke was just a brain-dead mistake. I didn't even consider Shikamaru using his skill on me, so yeah, that was just stupid.
Eastley has a chance here if he can get Zaku and Kisame dead. And try to aim for a late game with Gara versus Shikamaru S. And here we go, we got the drain. The analysis is probably on Gary too. You should not go invulnerable there because I don't think it's going to work. Oh, it changes it up, goes for the defense, it's a good play. And yep, the analysis was up there, so going invulnerable would have done nothing, would have just wasted an energy for him. Now, Eastley doesn't really have much of a chance here yet. He should be going for Kisame. He should not change his target on this. He absolutely needs to get Kisame dead here first. Going for Shikamaru S, and I don't agree with that play because Shikamaru S can get the long range stun and he goes invulnerable. He's going to have nothing. Then he's going to be forced to split the damage on the Kisame, and he's just not going to be able to win that. Here he goes. It's probably going to be over here soon unless piercing just gets all red, which I really doubt that's going to happen. Probably going to see it. Yep, you see a stun. Doesn't have the white to do anything. The analysis probably is already up anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. And yep, there goes game 2. Piercing up 2-0. Here we go, game 3. Piercing versus Eastley. Eastley finally coming out with a known team, and then Piercing is actually the one that has a pretty unique team. I think this is the first event that allowed the Naruto characters in. And Eastley starting off with great first turn chakra. Here we got green, blue, and red. And then the thing with Chosen, he doesn't actually counter any mental skills, so he doesn't want to put this on Obito. I think the correct choice is going to Konohamaru, which he had, but he clicked off it. He's going for he wants to get Obito out of there, reduce the damage from the buff he put on himself, which it's not probably what I would personally do here. I think you hit the green and blue, he's not expecting you to have the red also. I think he could land that counter on Konohamaru if he put it. But really wants to get Obito out of there. He has this Piercing's strongest character, and especially once he gets going, and he can hit the invulnerabilities onto himself, and he's not going to have a way to deal with that in the end game. So I do see why he's eager to get as much damage to him as possible early on here. So here we go. We got a big chunk done on the Choza now. So who's he going to put this counter on is a big question. Obito is the obvious choice of who you want to put it on. He's going on to Konohamaru, which is a risky play, but I think it's the correct one here because Piercing probably thinks it's got to be on Obito. He might be able to get Obito not to do anything and land the counter on the Konohamaru, and he does. That's a big play for him, and now he's going to be able to get Obito out of there and deal huge damage on the Konohamaru. Not enough to kill him. I think he's going to live with, 10 health here? Boom, and there. And now Piercing's just way too far behind in the damage output. He's not going to be able to keep up. And that was the story of the first 2 games, Eastley not being able to keep up with Piercing's damage output. Now the script is flipped, and now this is going to be an easy coast to a win for Eastley here. He's just got to click the attacks. He's not going to him or Ari is not going to be able to keep up. It's just launch everything you got. He's going to win this game easy. Imagine you're going to see the surrender here from Piercing this turn. I don't think he's... Yep, there he goes. Here we go, game 4. It's 2-1 Piercing right now. Here we got Eastley abandoning his unique teams in favor of the well-known teams. Now, this is a bad matchup for him because Eastley has 2 characters with destructible defense, and young Kushina, can destroy that pretty easily. It's a unique way to start. You put the defense up, and so he gets 20 damage to break the destructible defense on Kushina. I'm not sure if I would have personally done that. I probably would have did the blue and then use Soigetsu's gain to really get all the chakra that you can coming in, especially if you see Hashirama's drain. But it's just ripping it. It's great chakra coming in for Eastley. It's the 40 and the 30. And now he's going to probably be forced here to stun Minato. Or he might stun Gaara because Kushina's not going to have a way to live out this next turn. And he really needs Kushina to be able to break through all these defenses. Minato and Hashirama aren't going to be able to. Unless he can get the Hashirama's 40 destructible defense, and he doesn't. And Eastley can with great colors coming in. This is going to be the end of Kushina. And I'm curious to see who he puts this second target on. I'd imagine Hashirama's who you want to put it on, make him waste another white if he wants to kill Minato. And this is just great colors can win you games easily, and that's what's happening here. Here we go. We got this. Yep. Just now, I don't think Hashirama and Minato, like I said before, I don't think there's not going to have enough damage output to be able to keep up with the defenses here. Be interesting to see what he does. I imagine Piercing's not going to do anything here. He's going to have to try to save up and hit his Midato's AoE and Hashirama's Drano, but he does. He goes for the double vulnerability, but yeah, it's just this defense is going to stack up, and it's just going to be too much of a feat for them to overcome. It keeps going for the invulnerables. He's going to make Gar invulnerable here, and oh, that's an energy. I thought that was a physical skill, so he does get the damage through and makes Gar invulnerable. That's big here. So now, yeah, this is just delaying the inevitable. I feel like I don't think he's gonna be able to get through this. Yep, and now a 2v1 versus Minato. This is just all over. Says you got 5 stacks. Minato's gonna only be dealing 20 damage for 5 turns. This game is effectively over. Here we go. Got game 5 between Piercing and Eastley. So he's checking the Discord, seeing. Don't know what he's checking there, but got Yonkashina, Shikakugara, and Maki versus the Dari from Baruto, Yamato, and Mitsuki. This is an interesting team from Piercing. I'm not sure exactly what the strategy is on his face, but Eastley's just going to want to stop the offense with all the counters and stuns and keep him looped up in that and not being able to deal anything. I imagine he wants to get Yamato out of there first. But yeah, Mitsuki can be a problem. This is the first event where they allow all these Baruto characters in there. I don't think Dari is much of a problem. Because, I mean, I know he can stack up his stun, but Kashina's going to ignore all that. And Yamato can make her ignore her boost, and that's really what you want to keep alive. But he's going for Dari first. I'd imagine I would have went for Yamato first. I wouldn't have been too worried about that stun because Kashina could just ignore it. And with young Kashina keep attacking, I'm pretty sure he's just giving Mitsuki more blue to keep that up. He's going to go for the defense. But that defense might just be a waste because Yamato can just make you ignore it. Hopefully, Kashina can live through this turn and get another stun off, but she doesn't, and she goes down, and now not looking the greatest here for Eastley. Gonna get another counter off on Yamato. Well, now you're locked in. You got to try to kill Dari this turn, and then hopefully you can keep Yamato stunned. Not going to be able to... Yep, he's going to be able to kill Dari, but not able to get a stun on Yamato. Luckily, no red coming out from him attacking-wise, but he might have the counter up. You got to play this very, very carefully. He's going to double in. No counter. Oh, so now Eastley's in a great spot. Mitsuki's not going to have the damage output to keep this up. Now it'll be interesting. I think he should go double invulnerability here and make sure he can be able to kill Yamato. Yeah, you might not get the colors you need the next turn to be able to get the kill. But he does, but now here's the issue. The counter might be up. You're not able to double in now. And he bluffed it. There was no counter. But Mitsuki being stunned another turn. I still think he's in good shape here because Mitsuki being stunned there. But now you might get caught looking, or the counter might not even be on Yamato. It might be on Mitsuki. These veteran players do pull some tricky stuff like that every now and again. And there the counter was up that time. No, Yamato already used his invulnerability. I think it's still on cooldown. Oh, he doubled up in the Maki. A great play to get the stun. Clutch to win. Hit emotes on him with the good game. And there goes the reverse sweep from Eastley, coming back from 0-2 to get the win.